Hey, so you now see why I tell you to pray without ceasing, to pray for the country. It's because I know what I talk about. When it comes to HH, you will never win against HH. Just coming as you are, you will never win. This is a spiritual battle we have in Zambia and HH. HH, in fact, I'll just give you a small story. Huh? In 2022, when I came to Zambia, Chitotela invited me kumanda kumwakwe. That mansion. Chitotela was living with Inganga yako. Inganga ka alikwete Inganga Chitotela. I've just forgotten his name. Chitotela alika na Inganga munganda ka. Inganga was doing utuma rituals, utuma rituals, utuma shani, utuma. What the fuck is this? Chitotela was doing utuma rituals, shani, so that ilia kesi ilia awine or eyaku kuna nikele ku prison. Inganga yakwe, he was doing that, munganda muakwe and all that. But if you have fili kwa, because he was fighting against someone who was on a different level. HH is a witch, and that witch is dangerous. He's a dangerous witch, and he's on another level. So mwendo shimwa kuzame mwendo shisha ama cha indo shwata vina chitotela sha nyuko. You can never win the battle against HH. You can never. You just have to pray to God, because God is the most high. He's the most powerful God that we have, and He's the one that fights. In fact, He promised us that your battles belong to me. Once you trust in me, I'll fight your battles. If I say promise later. Now, mwana so President died in UTH. He was taken to UTH mortuary. HH demanded that the body be moved to Mainasoko. And he stopped whatever he was doing. When President died, HH stopped everything he was doing. Just like Pali Lungu, after Lungu mortuary South Africa, he stopped everything he was doing. He was supposed to go to Mansa. He cancelled that trip. That's what he did, Pali Mpezeni. He stopped everything he was doing, and he went kunani kanyoko. Kumaina Soko. They changed the mortuary. Then the next thing, the next thing, I'm sure you're aware. The widow, the wife to the chief Mpezeni, wamkwelekeshende kabie tukachilete Chitumbi for bene, because HH wants to remain with Chitumbi. All this is happening in Zambia under our noses. We are watching things that are happening. That's scary, especially if you don't have Jesus Christ in your heart. That's scary. But if you believe in the Lord, you'll be fine. Just continue praying for the country, and also fast. If you can fast, go into fasting. Even in my elections, I am telling you, once we just involve prayers, HH has no chance. We can't just be saying, oh, in Jesus' name, chapel. Not these little prayers. I'm talking. I believe in God. Jesus Christ. If you no, we need serious prayers to defeat HH. Umuntu yunindoshi. Ni president wandoshuka. Mulete kwa nendoshi imwe. For the first time, mulete kwa nendoshi. You know, you all know that mukashuka kwa president. Alikumushuka na mtola kumushi. At HH will come with a body. Then you are still doubting. You still think that HH is a good person. Abanandi, in fact, some of the information. Abanandi State House. State House. So I'm from speaking to another person who was telling me about. He was explaining about this. In fact, I don't even understand properly if you're Freemason and all that. Pama about Mozambique, every roundabout paliba 4 ways. Anyway, I'm not interested in that actually. But he was just explaining. But in UPND, he was explaining to me whatever. And he agreed that I'm going to expose him. In fact, I'm going to take it to it's okay for me to mention his name after HH in Galuska. He won't have power anymore to harm him. But these are the people that work with HH. People that know HH inside and out. That's why even akapuba chipube cha kwa Atlanta chinani kane Mutonga. Hey George Mutonga. Yesterday I know you were breathing heavily. Oh Chanda. I just said something little. I just said, you know what, they call you Mungulu. You were so rattled. You were unhinged. You almost had a stroke. Okay? Chanda, chikara. Okay. Anyway, that's just little, okay? George Monga. Oh, what's this? George Mutonga. That's just little. So, don't be scared. I'll respond to you when time is ripe, okay? You're a small boy, so I just laughed. But I don't want you to be breathing heavily. Take it cool. These are politics. So anyway, Zambians, please pray for the country. HH Nindoshi. There's no way. Okay, when the chief dies, the government, the government has minimal engagement. Like, yes, you can help, you can render help, maybe buying the hearse, the casket and all that. Not telling the widow to go to widow pandeke kabiye yewe tukalete chitumbi fuveni. Kwa timbi mpete nali murume owe. I have so much stories to share with you, especially when Chitotela comes out. I will share with you a lot of stories, okay? So I'm here to tell you, pray, okay? Pray for the country. Mwah.